Everybody, whatever day it is, happy day. Hopefully you're having a great day. You guys, we are crafting today. I got a fun little craft. We're going to use some wood pieces. We're going to use some scrapbook paper. We're going to use some paint, some fabric, maybe some ribbon, maybe a little raffia. We're going to have a little bit of fun with this. We're going to get a little creative with this. I kind of sort of have a loose plan in my head, but there's still lots of decisions to make along the way. So come on in, say hello once you guys get here. If you're watching the replay, just say replay, because we still like to see who comes later and watches, even if you're not here when we are initially live. If you want to get a text message, because that's what Tim's doing right now, he's sending a text message to let everybody know that we are live. If you want to know next time we are live crafting, just text hello to this phone number. Text 877-273-6227. Just text the word hello and we will send you a text message, okay? Actually, I don't think I'm gonna use this one. I was like, ooh, my polka dotted, but I don't know, maybe we will. I'll keep it here just in case. But we got some fun stuff here to craft with. We're gonna make, I kind of had to Google it to try and figure out what this craft would be called because I didn't know. And I think it's kind of like, the closest thing I could find would be like a finial, okay? We're gonna make a fall finial. A finial is a decorative thing that goes on the top of your house.
It's a cartoon.
Would you put a fall one on top of your house? Probably not.
Telling you, finial and furve.
But we're making a fall version of a finial. So we're making a finial and decorating it to look like fall. Okay, or whatever else you want to call this craft. We're using wood pieces and scrapbook paper, okay? Hello, let's say hello to a few friends. Miss Sandy, shared on Facebook and now going to YouTube to do the same. Thank you, Miss Sandy. Miss Sandy, we just posted a photo of what you sent Tim a little bit ago. So if you missed it, make sure you go check that out. Miss Sandy sent the sweetest gift to Tim. You made him cry, Miss Sandy. You got the waterworks were flowing, the tears were welling up with the sweet gift. She got him a beautiful, beautiful wind chime. If you didn't see it, go check it out. It actually has the words to Amazing Grace on the metal. The chimes, whatever they're called. I was going to call it the pipes. Chimes, I guess is the proper word. Super, super beautiful.
Yes, thank you.
It was so sweet. They're so well packaged and presented. They did a really, really good job. So thank you for that, Miss Sandy. Hello, Miss Colleen. Hello, Miss Cheryl. Hello, Miss Jana. Hello, Miss Suzanne and Miss Michelle. Hello, Miss Lynn. Hello, Miss Nancy. Hello, everybody. All right, we're gonna dive right into it. I've got a bunch of scrapbook paper. This is all scrapbook paper that I just had in my little scrapbook paper drawer over there. Most of these are from Hobby Lobby. Some of them, I don't know if they still have them. You know, sometimes they'll usually have the same ones for several years. This is like my all-time favorite little polka dot. I haven't used that in a long time. A little chevron. This came from a book. I don't even know what book. I don't even have the book anymore. I just remember it was in a book. This was a Hobby Lobby one too.
I just remember it was in a book.
I remember it was in a book and the book fell apart and what's left over is there. So this is what, I don't know if I'll use all of these. These are just kind of the ones I grabbed, okay? I've got some wood pieces here, some little candlesticks. You can get these at like Hobby Lobby, Michael's. I've got some little mini thread spools. I've got these little cap covers that are for I think for covering furniture cover thing, you know, to cover the screws in furniture. And I got these little blocks. These came from Hobby Lobby too. You can make larger versions of this if you have the larger blocks. Hold on guys, I'm looking for something here. Hopefully I have enough. Okay, all right, I think I'm good. So we're gonna put together our finials first, I think.
Finial and furve.
The plan was to put them together first and then decorate them, but I'm wondering, yes, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. So scrapbook paper's gonna get moved to the side for the moment. We are gonna bring in our little finials. Now a lot of times finials don't have the square blocks. Sometimes they do. I want the square blocks because we're gonna add our little fall elements to the sides of this. Use what you've got, use what you can get your hands on, get creative with it, have fun with it. Like if I was going to the store planning this, I might have picked some other pieces and some little different ones, but this is just what I have. So I'm working with what I have here, okay? Aw, that's super, super sweet. Okay. And we're going very fall. You could do this for any season. You could do an everyday neutral colored one. You could do Christmas. You could do spring. You could do lots of different options. We're doing fall because it's that time of year right now. So this one, we're gonna do two. So we're gonna do the first one. I'm thinking we're just gonna kind of start building it together. I wish I had little pointy tops. Oh, I got an idea. I've got an idea. We could make a little pointy top using a barbecue skewer. Because a lot of times these have the little pointy tops. Well, this is not a barbecue skewer. This is a marshmallow roaster or hot dog roaster. But you could do it with a barbecue skewer that comes to a point too.
I was gonna say, I think you have some.
I do. But I kind of like that this one's thicker. I like that this one's nice and big. But you could do it, it's got the little pointy end.
And it might fit inside that hole.
It'll probably fit better, but I like.
You
we're
like
gonna play with it, and we're gonna see.
You like it chunky.
I like it chunky. I like it a little chunky. This one's missing the hole though, so we're gonna swap that one out. We're just playing with it, y'all. We're playing with it. So I'm thinking using the little short squatty candlestick for this one. And then we'll cut the small one first, and we'll see. We're just playing with it, y'all. We're working through this process. Oops. Maybe. It's gonna probably go all the way through, so I'm gonna make it extra long. Let's see, how far do we want it to stick out? Maybe like that far-ish. This is a Dollar Tree barbecue skewer. I wish I had some of the like grocery store barbecue skewers because those are thicker. The Dollar Tree ones are super, super skinny, but I don't think I have, let me take a peek. See if I have any grocery store ones left, because those are a little thicker. I do have dowel rods.
Miss Candace said she waved at us as she flew over Michigan. Did you see us waving back?
That would be perfect size if it was. Let's try this one. This one's, oh!
It fits?
It fits! Look at that, it fits! Okay, we're gonna use that one. I like that. All right, so we need to cut that about right there. Okay, so this is the big, chunky barbecue skewer, marshmallow skewer from Dollar Tree. You can get these at the grocery stores too quite often, okay? So I'm just cutting
Should
the
I go
pointy end
grab
off.
one of my pencil sharpeners to see if we can sharpen it?
Oh, that would be interesting to know if we could.
Let me grab one.
That would be interesting to know. So see, that one's got a nice little pointy top, which I think is cute. This one, and notice one is taller, one is shorter, so if you're gonna put these together, I think it's kind of fun to make them different heights. Like I said, play with what you got. We could just do a little rounded top on that one if we wanted to, maybe.
Okay.
I do have the little round bead could go on there. Oh, and then maybe we could do just like, use this one coming out of the round bead. That could be cute. Oh, I think I like that.
Hey, Maddie, send us an email.
I think I like that.
Or you can log into your account and change it there. Look.
Does that work? It works, y'all. So if you want to make multiple.
And it was just a little Dollar Tree pencil sharpener.
So if you need more pointy ends, which, oh wait, I could use, I don't know if it'll fit through. That one fits.
So it's,
will my bead fit through though?
It's not looking like it.
But it might have other beads with bigger holes because I've got a variety of beads.
Variety.
A variety of beads. So let me look through my beads. So this is what live crafting is here. If you're new, we figure it out as we go. We work together. We troubleshoot. We problem solve.
Uh-oh.
I try not to bend over so I don't have to look at my booty.
Where's your drill at?
My drill? It's right there.
No, just your bits.
Oh,
Just your bits.
just my bits.
Yeah, I just want your
Not
bits.
that one. That one doesn't fit. Let's see. Different beads have different, oh, okay.
Okay.
we've got a round bead, and then we could put this on top and have that coming out. That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
That's kind of fun. All right.
Nope, that's not gonna work.
Let's cut this.
Maybe let's try it this way. Let's see if this works.
All right, let me make it a little bit shorter. I don't want it to come out quite so far. I want it to be a little bit smaller. I like it. I like it. That's fun. That's fun. That's fun. All right, that's what we're going with, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead, am I gonna go ahead and glue them? I'm gonna go ahead, yes, I'm gonna go ahead and glue them. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, forget that, I guess. That's
So
not gonna work.
I'm gonna, a little squirt of glue. Now if you wanna paint them different colors, you're gonna want to paint them and then glue them together, but I'm doing mine all the same color. They're all gonna be the same base color.
That's awesome, Mary. She says, Heath and I are working on my new cabinets for my hobby room. I am driving him crazy with my questions. Ooh. That was awesome.
All the questions, all the questions. Questions are good. You don't learn if you don't ask
But then
questions,
again,
right?
with Heath, it's, you know, probably not that far of a drive.
To drive him crazy? What are you saying? What are you saying about Heath? Ooh.
Well, it's, I guess it's, you know, more guys in general.
It doesn't take much for us to drive you crazy?
Yeah, no.
You're treading lightly here, baby.
No, I'm not.
Tread lightly.
I'm treading
you're
quite heavily.
You're treading heavily. You should tread lightly. Tread lightly, baby. Ooh.
But then again, I know some of the trouble Heath has got in.
Yeah.
Because I was there with him.
Partners in crime. Your partner in crime.
So
yes.
I know it's not really
You can actually read my t-shirt. When we are live here in our studio, our camera is flipped for us. When we're live on my phone, not so much. Because Facebook won't flip it for you anymore. But we use a different program to stream to Facebook and YouTube. Yeah, Tim, tread lightly. Tread lightly, Tim. Tread lightly. All right, let's glue. A little glue on the bottom. Now, if you wanted to do this like super like professional, we don't always do things professional around here, you could drill a hole and let your barbecue skewer go all the way through. Also, if you could, if your holes aren't big enough, you could always run a drill through it and expand your hole to be the size you need to put your barbecue skewer through. Okay?
We're not in the VIP group. Shut up.
Why? There's just too much. The other day, today, we're making little like finials, and we're gonna decorate them for fall. Okay, so kind of like the decorative little things that you see on tops of houses, especially like old vintage houses, like not vintage. Well, they are older houses, but they are vintage houses. But like, what is the word that I'm looking for? Like a fancy old house.
Oh.
Tim's not helping me. He's not even trying to help me.
No,
right now.
not even trying, because I just saw something that I got to read.
He's not even trying. Like the top of a church steeple, like is kind of a fancy example of a finial. Just hang with me. This is one of those crafts you just kind of gotta hang with me for a minute to see it all come together, and then you go, oh. Victorian, yes, thank you. Thank you.
Kathy says you're treading heavily, Christy.
I know, I'm not trying to.
Deb, I haven't heard it. I haven't heard this.
What have we heard? Uh-oh.
Looking for prayers for a Minneapolis school and community that there was a shooting. I
don't even want to know.
While the students were at mass. 2 students were unalived, and the shooter...
Words. Careful.
Unalived. And 17 others injured. Holy macaroni.
That's terrible. That is terrible. That is awful. And yes, we all need to definitely keep them in our prayers. Absolutely. I hope they've got it all under control and stopped. Sounds like they do if they're broadcasting it. Okay, so that's distracting.
I'm sorry, but it was like, holy cow!
I know,
I haven't.
I know.
I haven't had the.
It's just so maddening. It's just the world, but we try to escape that here.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it follows us sometimes when it's real and in the moment. It just happens, and it's just I just want to cry. It's heartbreaking. Can we just say a little prayer? If you don't pray and you're not, you can leave for a minute and come back if you're not into that. But we'd love for you to stick around because I think all those kids and that community probably needs prayers right now. And I'm just so like that. I don't know. That just hit me hard all of a sudden. We usually like to try to forget our troubles and forget the crazy world that we live in, and that's our purpose here. But sometimes we just need to pause, and we just need to pray for each other. So we're gonna say a quick little prayer. Okay. I'm not a master prayer. I'm not like, that's not my calling of like beautiful prayer. I just do my best, okay? So, dear Heavenly Father, we come to you right now, and we just heard this tragic news. We don't know all the details. We don't know all the circumstances. We don't know really any of it. But you know every single detail. You know exactly what is going on, and we just ask that you watch over this community, protect this community, protect all that are involved, and everyone that's there to help, protect them, guide them, give them wisdom and knowledge, be with the families, comfort the parents and grandparents and family members that are worried and scared for their loved ones, Lord. And we just ask that you reunite every single child and family member in that school and in that area, and that's there helping with their families today, Lord. And we just ask that you just bring peace and comfort, and in your name we pray, amen. Sorry. Short and sweet, quick, to the point. Sometimes that's all it's needed. The good Lord above knows exactly what's going on, knows the circumstances. We don't have to speak it all because we don't know it all. But yeah, we will definitely be praying for that. We will continue to, and we will we're gonna keep crafting. We're going to try to spread a little bit of joy and do our part and help distract those that need a little distraction today. But know that we definitely are going to be keeping them in our prayers for sure. There's too much of that going on in this world, and too much evil and too much awfulness. And yeah, it's upsetting.
Okay, and now back to our regularly scheduled
Yes.
programming.
Now, are we going to use
Amazon
orange? Are we
Women
gonna
on
use
the Moon.
orange, or are we going to use black? I was originally thinking going with a base color of black and then bringing in our colors with our scrapbook paper, and because I want them to coordinate. We could do one orange, we could do one black. I'm thinking black because that kind of brings in the farmhouse neutral, and then we'll bring in the scrapbook paper for the colors. So that's what I'm leaning towards. But y'all tell me in the comments what your suggestions are. I'm leaning towards the black though. If everyone's like, no, it needs to be orange, I may reconsider it. For sure. But I'll give you guys a minute just to tell me. I'm gonna take a sip and a breath.
A lot of people are commenting.
Boy, that was a lot that like happened in the last
that was a
3 minutes.
big start. A lot of people are commenting about Elena's photos that you posted.
Oh my goodness, you guys. And I think that's why it just hits so close to home, because it's like all the kids are going back to school. All the kids are starting. Like today is the first day of school for a lot of communities. I know some of y'all started like a month ago. I can't even fathom that because we've never started that early. We've always started after Labor Day here. Our local school doesn't even start until next weekend. Next week after Labor Day. Next Tuesday. This is a really old bottle of paint that I found way in the back of my paint thing, and I kind of wanted to use some of it up. It might be a little thick, but that's okay. Brown would be super good for a neutral.
Crackling.
But the paint colors we're using, or the scrapbook papers, have lots of blacks and oranges, so I was kind of going in those directions.
Black.
Right, black is just very neutral. White,
I haven't
you
seen
could do
anybody
white too.
say orange.
Okay, so we're doing it. We're gonna do the black. We're gonna do the black. But yes, Elena's senior pictures, senior year, officially started yesterday with her college classes. So Elena Elena got her parking spot and she painted her parking spot. She's got to finish it this week. That's why there haven't been any more updates, because she's not done with it. She pretty much just got her next base coat on. So Elena started her college classes. So she will be doing college classes twice a week. 2 days a week she'll be doing college classes. 4 days a week she will be doing.
That does look like a little scarecrow kind of guy, doesn't it? Like a
you
little
could totally put a little scarecrow face on these.
Toy soldier.
You could totally put a little scarecrow face on these and make him into like a little scarecrow.
The one with the round wood piece looks like Tin Man or a scarecrow.
Ah,
yes, the Tin Man. That's yeah.
Yes. So she will be doing student teaching 4 days a week. She'll be doing college classes 2 days a week. And then the rest of her classes are online. So she actually does not need to step foot in the high school building this year. Of course, she will be there when they have assemblies, and she'll be going to the sporting events and, you know, all the extracurricular stuff. And I guess she can go in there and she can like go and do like work on her online classes at the school. And she may do that sometimes because she just wants to have that, you know, she wants to be in the school. She doesn't want to be completely removed from the high school because this is her last year there. So she will probably go and work on her online classes in the building some days. So, because at first when she was like, I want the parking spot, like I need to paint my parking spot. Tim was like, you're not even going to school there. Like, you don't even be there. What do you need a parking spot for? And she's like, because I just want to do it. And then he's like, okay. Can't blame her for that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a big deal for the seniors.
Because see, it's like I know when I was in high school, if I didn't have to be there, I didn't go.
Elena likes to be with her friends. Her friends will be there, so she.
Yes, she will be student teaching in the elementary school.
Yes, she's working with a 4th grade classroom this year, and she's so excited.
She is going for teaching.
Yes. She may possibly still go on. She's going to get her teaching degree first, and then she may continue after that to do the speech and language pathology. She still is interested in that, but the teaching degree will get her into the workforce quicker. And she can do that more local to home. She doesn't really want to, she's decided she doesn't want to live out of state. She's realized that for her, family is super important and being close to family. She's really put a lot of thought into this. Like, she really took time and thought this through and realized that it wouldn't be a good fit for her to go away somewhere far to college. Now she's interested in maybe getting her master's degree, going and staying closer to one of the larger, more local colleges.
Did you know Candace was a teacher?
I feel like I knew that.
Huh.
I feel like I knew that.
She taught 4th and 5th grade over her career.
Ooh. Well, you'll have to chat with Elena at the live event.
I can see you as the favorite teacher.
Elena said she really likes the 4th graders. She said they're not stinky yet. They're not snobby and stinky yet. They're not clicky yet. You know, 5th, 6th grade, it kind of becomes a little clicky. The mean girl stuff kind of starts a little bit. 4th grade, 3rd, 4th grade is still kind of like that in between where they're still super innocent and everyone's still mostly friends. They're kind of starting to find their little groups, but they're still kind of friendly with everybody for the most part. I mean, there's always exceptions. She said, but they're not little and they don't listen at, not that they all have their moments of not listening, and they're not stinky. The stinky was on both ends of the spectrum, little preschoolers, they're sticky and stinky. And then older kids, they're snotty and stinky. like personality snotty, not boogies. The little ones are boogies. If that makes sense. She said it much better than I said it. But yeah, she really enjoyed the 3rd, 4th grade from what she did with her student teaching. So she's excited about being with that age group. And that may change over time.
Yeah.
That may change. I'm sure she'll have some other student teaching age ranges that she'll work with, and she might realize, whoa, I really love the little preschoolers and kindergartners, or I like the teenagers. Who knows? you know, we'll see what happens.
And yes, it is a
Yes, Carol.
it is a reserved parking spot.
It is.
So during the school day, nobody else can park in her spot.
It's her spot. I have a feeling, though, they're going to catch on pretty quickly that Elena Bottle isn't there every day. So they are going to very quickly realize, like, oh, that parking spot's always empty. I got a feeling she's going to show up some days and someone's going to be in her spot. And she'll have to deal with that. But yes, the senior parking spots are reserved. No one else, the underclassmen don't get reserved spots. They have to pay for a parking pass to park there, but they don't get a saved reserved spot. Only the seniors do. So it's a little extra special for them. So, but yeah, her senior pictures they turned out so good. And that was just a handful that we shared. There's so many more. There's literally hundreds of pictures. And they're all so good. It's going to be really, really hard to choose which ones to get printed.
Yeah, they are
really hard.
The photographer did an amazing job.
How many seniors?
How many seniors at her school?
I think there's like 70-ish.
I don't think there's that many.
60-ish.
I think it's in the 60s.
It's a small school. It's a very small school. I think Trevor actually had like... No, there might be like 70 or 80.
Yeah, get ready, guys. I'll grab some names here in a second.
I know the year before Jacob graduated, which was back in 19. The senior year of 2018 had 150 students, but the incoming kindergartners, there was only 75 students. And I know every class in between, it was like lower and lower and lower because people just don't have as many kids as they used to. People are waiting longer to have kids.
I think there was a video over on, I think it was on YouTube, right?
What?
Her pictures, or were they?
It was on Facebook and YouTube. Yeah, it was posted last night. Yep, Facebook and YouTube.
So.
And that's just a handful of the pictures that are.
Yeah, there was a ton of pictures.
But she had so much fun. Her photographer did an amazing job. She worked so well with her and just like instructed her so well and made it fun for her. So she really enjoyed it.
Yeah, she is doing college classes while she's in high school.
Yep. She does the tech. She did the tech program for early childhood education, and as part of that program, you could just do the 2 years and graduate, and you get your, with your certificates that you earned while you were there, or you could continue on, and there's a name for it. Of course, I don't remember the name of it, but they call it the 13th year. So she'll do a 13th year. So she'll still walk graduation next year. She'll be done with all her high school stuff. She'll walk graduation, get to do all the things that all the other seniors get to do, or this year. But then she will continue to go to the local community college next year for the 13th year. And at the end of that, she will have her associate's degree.
And her high school diploma.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a little bit different.
Yeah. We have Jean Warren, Millie Smith, Sharon Miller Dunlap, Bernita Tuttle, Kathy Harth, Suzanne Brown, and Janet Idziak.
All right, I'm almost done painting.
Yes, there was only, when I graduated, I think there was like 63 or 64. There was under 70 when I graduated. Schools, well, he didn't grow up around here, but around here, most of the schools are pretty small. We've got, obviously, our bigger city schools, but we kind of live out in the middle of, sticks.
Almost out in the middle of nowhere. So much smaller schools.
You got to drive through nowhere to get to here.
Yeah. So definitely smaller class sizes, smaller communities. Yeah, kind of small town living where we're from.
Oh, yeah.
So, okay. I think my painting's done. I'm going to dry these. I'm going to distress them a little bit, and then we're going to come in with our scrapbook paper and have a little bit of fun with them, okay?
Yeah, next year she'll still be living at home.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, and then we'll figure out what her next plan is.
After that.
If she's going to go away to get her master's or what she's going to do.
Bachelor's.
Well, bachelor's, sorry. Bachelor's would be next. Yes, and then masters, if she continues on.
Wow, mine was one of the biggest
Holy
classes with
cow.
1,000.
I can't even imagine.
There wasn't even that many kids in my entire high school.
Even when I went to my nephew's graduation, he graduated from Romeo High School, and it was like, holy moly, like it's huge. Like they couldn't even dream of doing it at their school because there's just not space to do it. So they would have to like rent out like a venue to do it.
Well, like when LJ graduated, it was up at McMorrin.
Yes, because their schools just isn't, the auditorium's not big enough to house all the people.
There was some place that had to have 2 graduations.
Yes.
They had like A through L and then M through Z.
I've seen that too, and I wouldn't like that because what if you have like 2 kids, like twins? Well, I guess
They're
it'd be
gonna have
last
the same name.
It'd be last name. I'm thinking first name. But what about your
Doofus.
friends? You're not graduating with your friends. Like your friends might be graduating a different night than you, so that would be tough. Yes, bachelor's first. Yeah, I misspoke with that. Bachelor's, then masters. Okay. So these are just all the wood pieces, and then we added the paint. Now we're gonna distress them a little bit just by sanding them. Now they're just hot glued. I could have used super glue, and like I said, I could have drilled through all the pieces, which probably would have been really smart, and put my skewer through all of them. That would have been super, super smart, but I didn't, and that's okay. I'm just gonna be careful so I don't break anything off as I'm sanding these. Be a little gentle.
Yeah. Mary says our high school class was about 400. Now the same school has about half that. Yeah. Yeah, it's people aren't having the big families anymore.
They're not. People can't afford to have big families anymore, honestly.
Well, couldn't afford to have them back then.
No, but it's just different. There's a lot more expectations now. There's the world of the internet, so the kids know what they're missing out on. Like when we were kids growing up, we had no clue. Unless we went out in public and saw what other people had, we had no clue. Did I just get paint? Okay, I just touched myself and realized I had a big old glob of wet paint on my finger. Let me get some more whites. We didn't know what we were missing out on.
Here's the last one.
We didn't know that we didn't have all the cool things or weren't doing all the cool things. Like we didn't know, all summer long we were oblivious. We didn't know if someone went on vacation, so we went back to school and then they talked about it. But we didn't see the pictures. We didn't have all the advertisements. Like, I mean, we had the TV advertisements, but that was about it. We didn't have phones that we're scrolling through.
Where are the...
There's a lot of pressures on families now.
I know we have
and
more.
expenses, and people don't garden and craft and create and make things as much as they used to. Everything's just like buying, and people don't have time to. They're working so hard, and mom and dad are both working. It's definitely a different world that we are living in now. What are you looking for?
Where are more wipes?
There's a whole case of them over by the door.
Oh, yep, there it is. Look at that.
I'm gonna get a smaller sander just because it'll be easier for me to get around these base pieces. Yes, I know. It brings back lots of memories for lots of you who had your kids graduating already. I know this is our last one. We've gone through this 3 times. This is number 4 for us. It doesn't get any easier seeing your babies grow up.
Nope.
Doesn't get any easier. How's mom and dad? Mom and dad are good. Mom and Kelly came over. Was that yesterday?
Monday. They stopped by Monday.
Oh yeah, Monday. Monday evening, mom and Kelly, my sister Kelly and my mom came over. They were in the area, so they came and hung out with us for a little while. So that was really nice. Mom was doing really good. They're doing good. They're doing very good. Okay, I think I'm...
Okay, a couple people are asking what you're making.
We are making, these are like, we're mimicking like a finial. Okay, like the little things that go on the tops of houses, like the decorative trim pieces. And you could use these just as they are and just have them as like accent pieces on your tiered trays, around your centerpieces, things like that. Sorry.
That's okay, go ahead.
Or you could decorate them seasonally. We're gonna decorate these to be like have a fall feel.
Yeah, like a weather vane or a lightning rod, because they used to have some very decorative lightning rods.
Yes.
But yes, Carol, I agree 100%. She said, so who was luckier? Those in the past or now? I think we were luckier. We were able to be kids longer.
Yes. There's so much more like stress and anxiety in everybody, especially teenagers and young kids.
Yeah, there's so much more put on our
I think there was stress
now.
and anxiety as adults, but as kids, and not that there weren't kids who experienced stress and anxiety back then, because there definitely was, and there was troubles at home and things that would cause that. But I just think that it's so much more prevalent now, and it's a much more toxic world that we live in, like as far as chemicals and food and, it just, I don't know, everything's like packaged and processed, and there's so much more. Not that we didn't have packaged and processed food, but we didn't have, we didn't. Maybe other people did, but maybe we grew up in a bubble. We had canned foods and gardens, and like that's how Tim and I were both raised, with working in the garden with mom, helping peel the potatoes and the carrots and the
shucking the beans.
Yes. The corn on the cob, freezing corn on the cob. We're all getting the corn off the cob and freezing it.
Yeah, and then there's one thing I missed was I don't know what it's really called, but we call it, Mom called it succotash. And it was like cranberry beans and corn. And it was so good. We used to just tear that stuff
My
up.
mom must not have been a fan of that, because I don't know that we really had that growing up. You tend to get what mom and dad like.
Yeah.
Is what you get canned a lot of. Is mom and dad's favorites. Is kind of what you most of.
Well, we got a lot of what Grandma and Grandpa liked.
Yeah.
Because that was,
did a lot of
Grandma and Grandpa would come down, and Grandma would help, and oh no, you got to do it this way.
Well, yeah. But that's how those recipes and things were passed on, and people learned. Yep. Definitely a different world. There's great things and the great technologies, and we've made there's the survival rate of a lot of diseases is a lot higher now than it was back then. So, new modern technology and knowledge is a great thing. But we gotta remember the simpleness of life, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So I gotta do this top part here. Now you see, I'm for this top part, I'm sitting on the edge of the table here because this is just hot glued on here, so I don't want to put too much pressure. So I'm trying to be super careful. If worst case it pops off, I just re-glue it on. I mean, really, it's not that big of a deal.
I remember it was, my parents were divorced growing up, and up until I was 13, it was, my mother would have to go to work, so we were pretty much left to our own devices all day, and we would go out and we would roam the countryside.
Yeah.
We just had to be back. We had to be home before she got home.
See, our mom was home with us, but when we got older and we were allowed to, we used to go for bike rides. And like I told Elena, we were driving somewhere. I don't remember where we were going, Elena and I said, we were all the way up by Gratiot. We were crossing over Gratiot. And I'm like, I used to ride my bike here. I used to ride my bike I had a friend that lived on the other side of Gratiot, and I would ride my bike there. I mean, it's 6 miles? 5 miles?
On Church Road?
Church Road all the way.
Wow. Yeah.
And because Gratiot goes at an angle.
Yeah, probably.
And it kind of curves at one point. But I'm like, I used to ride my bike over here. It was 6 miles to ride to Richmond. We used to ride to Kroger in town, or just to town. To get to the corner, the first corner in town, it was 6 miles. And we used to ride our bikes there as kids. And we would go, we had like our rounds. We'd go to Tommy's Party Store. They would have the little frozen, remember those little plastic tubes? And it like got skinny in the center and they were frozen. You can buy them for like 25 cents from the gas stations. They were like the little ice pops, but they were in like a thicker plastic. Oh my gosh, they were so good. We used to go there and they were 25 cents. So we'd each get one of those. Because, you know, that was our reward for making it to town. Because by that point, we're like, we didn't have water bottles and Stanleys and you know, there was no plastic water bottles in our house, okay? We weren't taking water with us. We'd get to town and we would, probably would buy something to drink once in a while, but we'd always get those little frozen things and we would eat those. And then we would ride around town and we would sometimes we'd have to make a couple rounds, but we knew the Pepsi delivery truck driver would be behind Kroger's unloading his truck, and if we caught him there, he would give us each our own bottle of soda. It was
Really?
the Fanta. Is Fanta the Pepsi brand?
Yeah, I think so.
We would get he would give us a Fanta for free. I mean, like, I don't know. I don't see that happening today where they're like, there was like probably 5 or 6 of us kids all riding together. And I don't know. I just don't necessarily see all that happening today. All right. I think I'm going to use these two. Miss Crystal. Pair character stretching his arms
right here.
forward. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Thank you, Miss Crystal. Miss Crystal. She's over sending gifts on YouTube. Thank you. You're awesome.
Yeah, no, not a push pop. It was...
No, it wasn't a push pop. It was like this long tube. And it was only about this big around. And then it got really skinny in the center. And it had like a little twist end. And you kind of break it up and like make it almost like slushy. And then you would like squeeze it and suck it out of it. I don't know. I don't know what they were called. But they were so good. All right. I'm going to cut... I'm going to do one with this and one with this because I feel like they go really well together and they'll look really cute next to each other. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to have to cut this about the length. We can trim it up.
Was it
My scissors.
an icy?
Oh, it was like a... No, it wasn't an icy. It wasn't an icy. Oh, it's... I don't know what they were called. I have no idea.
Because, I mean, that's what...
They came in like a big package, I think, like the little ice sickle. What are they called? What are those even called? The little popsicles that you buy in a big package in the plastic tube.
The Flavo Ice.
Yeah, they would come in a big packet like that. Maybe it was the original Flavor Ice before they came in the soft plastic. Google like vintage Flavor Ice. I don't know. I'm gonna grab some Mod Podge. Not push-ups. Oh, we love push-ups though. Push-ups from the Schwans guy.
The Schwans guy.
Those orange creamsicle or whatever they were. The orange push-ups. So good. They came in like a pack. Yeah, so like 24, 48. You got a whole bunch of them. Yeah. Oh my gosh, we had so much fun. We rode our bikes everywhere as kids, all over town. We had to be home before it got dark.
Yeah,
and we had to stay together. We had rules. Squeeze-Its? Google Squeeze-Its. Savannah says they're called Squeeze-Its. Maybe that might be it. We'll have to Google it. But they were so good. But yeah, Tommy's Party Store. Always had them. And then eventually we didn't find our way up to Rapid Rogers, which was the other little party store in town.
No, because that's like the...
Oh, nope, not Squeeze-Its. But they were the same kind of plastic as the Squeeze-Its bottles. But they were like long, skinny tubes, and they had the twist end just like the Squeeze-Its. I bet they were probably from the same brand. But the way I described it is literally, I can see why you said Squeeze-Its. Hello, Miss Diane. How are you? Yeah, we were all over on our bikes. All right. Just gonna continue putting my Mod Podge on here, one side at a time. I'm folding my paper around until I get all the way around it. And you can do different color scrapbook paper on each side if you want to. I thought about that, but I'm like, yeah, I might get too busy. Tampico. I will send, okay, Google that. Tampico. Tim loves to Google our lives, so he's in his heyday right now. Usually I'm like, what are you doing? And usually I'm like, why are you Googling that right now? It's not really the time to Google that. A finial, like a finial. But I'm glad you're here, Miss Cindy, and I hope you're doing better. Did you find it?
Hold on.
What was that called? You got the spelling? Is that it? Oh, that might be it. Let me see.
Stop.
He's like, no. That's it. That's it. I'm gonna show you guys. That is it. So generic looking. Yes. Okay, Bestie said that. She was like, they're in a mesh bag. Yes, Ice Pops. Okay, I guess it was just the original Ice Pops. Those. They were in like a hard, not hard, it was like a soft plastic, but it was like what those little Kool-Aid drinks come in now. But yeah. Let me show you the other picture. This is, stop it! We drank them. We didn't have dirty minds when we were kids. Stop it. Y'all, hold on, let it focus. But you would twist the little end off and then you could suck the juice out of it. But they would keep them in the freezer section so they'd be frozen, and then you would like crush them up and they would get like slushy. Yes, what were they called? Can you put the overhead on? Yeah, yes, we'll put the overhead on. Okay, yeah, what were they called? Freeze-Its? Freeze Pops?
Hold on.
I guess they were just the original, the little...
Freezer Pops. Tampico Freezer Pops.
Tampico Freezer Pops. There we go. Right down memory lane. Right down memory lane.
Wow, it's only...
Oh, Angie says you can still find them. She thinks she saw them at Walmart. I might have to get some.
Yeah,
just for nostalgic sake. Well, next year for reunion, we should get some. Because my siblings will totally remember them. Well, Sarah will totally remember them. Sandy and John would remember them too, but they've passed away.
Get them on Amazon.
But it was us 4 kids. Me, Sarah, Sandy, and John. The 4 littles, we would go riding our bikes in town. Kelly and Ray were older and they had cars by that point, by the time we were riding our bikes.
Oh, currently unavailable.
Yeah, those were, yeah. Boy, we spent a lot of time on that subject.
Well?
Oh my goodness. It was a good memory. It was a good memory.
Out of stock at Walmart.
Well, that's okay.
Oh, there we go.
They're probably not very good for you. I'm sure they probably taste totally different. They're probably made totally different than they did back in the day, too.
Yes, I'm going to say it's probably filled with
Yes. Okay.
high fructose corn syrup.
They probably had more natural fruit juices than them back in the day.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm just going to use my sander so you can see my edges. It's not perfectly cut, and that's okay because the plan is to come in with my sander and clean up those edges.
Oh, Miss Nancy is a newbie over on the Tube of You.
Welcome, Miss Nancy. Welcome. Hope you enjoy what we're seeing here. We craft, we chat. Sometimes we go down memory lane.
Yep. Get ready, guys. I'm going to grab some more names here in a second.
We aim to make cute things. We usually do. I think there's only once or twice I said that was so awful. What was I thinking? But we always figure it out one way or the other. Sometimes we have to readjust our plan along the way. Sometimes we totally recreate our craft after we've finished it and say, wait, I'm not loving it. All right. She said you're going to get some names?
Yes. Well,
Awesome.
I said I was going to get some, but I guess I will get some now.
Go ahead and get some.
All right.
Sounds like a good time. Feels like a good time to get some names.
All right. We have Bobby Ray, Suzanne Brown, Nancy, Candace Barrett, Bobby Ray, Sharon Miller Dunlap, Sandy Rentlinger, Crystal Elliott, and Patty Campbell.
So I'm just kind of going along the corners to define the edges a little bit too.
If you heard your name, that means your name is put into our Crafty Mail bucket. In the beginning of the month, we'll pull 2 names out of the bucket.
I boo-booed it.
And we will send you a box of Happy Mail, which is wooden metal cutouts from our shop.
Where'd that piece go? Okay, that's okay. We can fix it.
So,
sometimes we make mistakes.
And she is making a couple of finials.
And I just tore my paper. It's supposed to be like that. I tore my paper. I don't know where the little piece of paper went. I was like, oh, I can just Mod Podge it back on. But where did it go? Oh, it curled. There it is. Hold on. We'll see if we can Mod Podge it back on, or we'll just touch it up with a little bit of paint, or we'll just heavily distress the rest of it to match it. Okay.
Oh yeah, chocolate penny candy with the gold wrapping.
Oh yes.
Acted like we were rich.
Oh yes.
Ballin'. Oh my gosh, that's right. Monday is the beginning of the month.
It is. It is. Can you believe that?
September.
All right, we're gonna put a little bit of Mod Podge.
Got to figure out if I'm gonna throw anything in the smoker on Monday.
You are the bacon you're cooking on. Oh,
Well, that's
something
only a
else.
couple hours.
Well, yes, you are. Why wouldn't you? Of course you are. Is that even really a question?
What am I gonna do? Some ribs or
I don't know.
a brisket? I'd probably do a brisket.
I vote for ribs. If
Ribs?
it's a choice between the two,
All right, I'll do ribs.
but that's up to you.
I'll do ribs.
All right, y'all. Look at that. We fixed her up. A little bit of Mod Podge. Put that little piece of paper that I tore right back on there. And it's a distressed craft, so you're never even going to notice that it's a little distressed.
That looks pretty
On
cool.
that corner. I know. You literally could leave it like that and do whatever colors you want and use these on your tier trays. We're gonna go one step forward, further with it. Farther.
Yes, Veronica, we are getting much closer to KCR Live 2025.
There is like every day, every single day, there's KCR Live projects happening around here.
Yes.
Every single day.
Sharon says ribs.
Ribs.
So
Sharon votes ribs. Okay.
so I'll do ribs.
Sounds like fine.
Both Sharons actually say ribs.
All right. I say ribs too. I like ribs. I like brisket, but you haven't done ribs in a while.
I haven't done a brisket in a while either. But I'll do ribs.
I feel like you've done a brisket since you've done ribs, though.
No.
All right, I want to make sure it's long enough. All right, so we're gonna do the same thing, just a repeat of what we did on the other.
Good for you, Crystal. She says she'll be out of town for the holiday weekend, a much-needed getaway.
Nice. Nice.
And Lynn says, when do the virtual kits get sent out?
Those will ship. I think our scheduled ship date is September 15th. September? Yes, September 15th is our ship date.
Well,
for the
Lynn,
virtual kits.
Lynn, I would do both, but I'm doing bacon too. I got two pork bellies that I'm doing bacon, and a brisket. That brisket's about 16 hours.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be able to do brisket, ribs, and bacon.
We've got you, Miss Candace. We've got you. We've got your tote. We've got you. We've got you. It's with all of our stuff. It's in the Goes to KCR Live pile.
No, brisket, no, ribs fall apart, pulled pork falls apart. Well, ribs should have a little pull.
A little fall off the bone. I like them a little fall off the bone. Tim likes a little have to pull it off the bone.
I like a little pull.
Yes. Jennifer says, just when I forgot about bacon. Yes, we're here for your friendly reminder of baking.
Yes.
Yep.
If you haven't thought about bacon today, now is your reminder.
Your daily reminder.
I know, I want to cook up the rest of that. We only got about 4 ounces left. Slice that up and cook it up for just a snack. No, I say a snack, it'll probably be my supper.
See, I'm like not I like brisket, but I'm more of a pulled pork girl. I'm a rare breed, as if you didn't know that already. Oh my gosh. penny for a piece. You got one colored like the globe.
A little,
to Mr. L. Oh.
A little country store 2 miles through country roads had a bubblegum machine. It was a penny a piece. If you got one colored like the globe, you can give it to Mr. Al and give you a nickel and you can get 5 penny pieces.
Oh my goodness, that's fun. We did have a little store in town that had like penny candies. And we'd go there once in a while and we'd get to pick. My mom would give us like 10 cents and we could pick a bunch of little candies. And we thought that was like the biggest thing in the universe, that like we got to pick 10 pieces of candy. There were a couple like 3-cent and 5-cent pieces of candy too. So you had to choose wisely, because if you got one of those, you wouldn't get as many pieces, but those were like, you know, a little bit more fancy candies. So yeah.
Yeah, I can, we'll post a picture of my pork belly, my bacon.
Angie's a sides girl. She's like, more of the sides. Potato salad, cream corn. I'm not really a sides person. I'll eat the sides, but unless it's coleslaw. I feel like you have to have coleslaw with, you have to have coleslaw with barbecue. Pretty much any barbecue. I like it with ribs. I like it with brisket. I like it with pulled pork.
Just likes coleslaw.
Not on it by itself. I won't really sit there and just spoon bites of coleslaw. I like it with the meat. Like I put it on top of my pulled pork.
We got the meats.
Today is Tama's 70th birthday.
What?
Happy birthday, Miss Tammy. Happy birthday to you. Tama, sorry. Happy birthday. I was excited. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Miss Tama. Happy birthday to you. I hope you're having a fabulous birthday, Miss Tama. I hope you are.
Yeah, KCR Live is October 17th through 19th.
Yes. It's almost here. It's getting so close. So close. We were working on stuff last night.
Yep.
For the live event.
Be working on stuff tonight.
Yep. Well, really yesterday, throughout the day, and last night. Yep. Yeah, not a day. Oh my gosh, I just did it again. Don't be so aggressive like me. Man, I'm
You are very aggressive.
I'm being really aggressive with my sanding today, and I'm not normally, like, I don't normally have this issue. Well, part of it too, I didn't really like fully let my paper dry before I started sanding it. Like I didn't hit it with the heat gun and let it dry. And that's probably why it's doing that on me, because it's still soft and moist from the Mod Podge underneath. That's why it's doing that to me. So dry yours good.
Oh yeah, I love corn on the cob. I could do. Oh man, that sounds.
We haven't done corn on the cob much this year, have we?
No, we haven't.
Okay.
A beef roast could fall apart.
Okay, so there we are. We could stop just like that. They're cute like that, but we can't. We can't. We can't do that. I thought about, I've got this scrapbook paper here. If it's not too busy, I thought it could be cute to cut like a little pumpkin out and put a little pumpkin on the front side, which I think we need to do. I think that's what we're going to do. I'm gonna get my little scissors. And I'm just gonna cut a little pumpkin. So there's, which ones do we want to do? I'm gonna do the striped one. I think I'm gonna do the striped one.
That's awesome, Crystal.
And then we'll do the buffalo check one. Yeah, we'll do a striped one and a buffalo check one. Because those are orange and black, and they'll kind of go with our colors we have going on. And then we'll add some other little embellishments on here too. So we're still not done even once we do this, but we're getting there. We're getting there. This is the fun part where all just the fun embellishments start coming together. So I'm just trimming this.
Yeah, we need, right now would be the time to get some fresh corn on the cob.
I've heard that the cart up in Richmond has some pretty darn good corn.
Yeah?
Yes.
Well, while we're out this afternoon.
Where are we going this afternoon? Are we going out this afternoon? I don't even know.
Really?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yes. Sorry. Yes. Yes.
Do I need to draw you a picture?
Apparently you do. Apparently you do. All right. Now, if we lay this on there and we decide we don't like it, we don't have to use it. That's the beauty of crafting.
See, Savannah, I don't do roasts because no one in my house will eat them.
I don't like roast.
Except for me.
I do not like roast. I'm not a roast fan. Especially you put carrots and potatoes and all that stuff in it and you cook it all together and it's like...
It's so good.
I am not a fan. I will eat it, like if that's what Tim wants for dinner. I've made roast before. I've cooked roast many times for dinner. I'm not a fan of it. I don't know why. I don't know.
Yeah,
It reminds me of like my grandma's. Like we used to have roast down at my grandma's a lot. And I loved everything about going to my grandma's, but I don't know.
Yes, those small scissors are spring loaded.
They are. These are the ones we have in the shop. Boop, boop, boop. They pop back open for you. Super. These spring action scissors, these ones are too. This is an old pair I have. They stick a little bit. I think somebody used these for something they shouldn't have used them for. But they've got the spring also, so they pop back open, which if you have like arthritis in your hands and you struggle with cutting, these make it a lot easier for you. You can get them at all the craft stores and stuff too, but we do sell them in our shop as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that like the roast.
Yeah, I know.
There's a few out there that don't.
I know I'm pretty much on the side of unpopular opinion with most things when it comes to food and things I like and don't like.
Yeah, like me, I love all the comfort foods, the casseroles,
Nope, I don't like casseroles.
I did get a recipe for one I think you're gonna have to eat.
I mean, I will eat a casserole. I'll eat it. I'm just not a fan of them. I love quiche. That's basically a casserole.
Well, yeah.
I love quiche.
It's an egg casserole.
Yeah. I love chili pie, and that's pretty much a casserole. I like chicken pot pie. I guess I'm more of a pie person. Because quiches are typically in like pie pans too.
Yeah.
We do it in a big square pan at home, but I guess I'm a pie person, not a. Oh, I do love lasagna. I do. Well, I enjoy lasagna. My body doesn't love lasagna. My stomach doesn't handle pasta very well. I don't do super good with pastas. So I can only do very small portions, but I do love, I love lasagna's yummy.
Amelia says that, Christy, that's not very Midwestern of you.
I know. I am more of probably like a California girl. Give me all the salads and the wraps and the, the more Mediterranean,
Okay. Savannah says, what is chili pie?
Chili pie is,
it's kind of like pot pie. Ish.
Pot pie? Like a chicken pie? Not like a chicken pot pie. Chili pie, the way we make chili pie growing up, you brown your hamburger, onions, you put garlic in there, you put your seasonings in there, you put we used like tomato sauce, like spaghetti sauce. We would put some of that in there, and then you put some diced tomatoes, usually like canned chili. Like we would get like the Just for Chili brand, because it's already got like the seasonings in it. Put some of that in there, and then you would put either drain canned corn. We'd usually use frozen corn. Put some corn in there. Let it just sit and simmer on the stove for a really long time. Add your chili seasoning.
Know each other really well.
And then you put it in a big square pan, and you make Jiffy cornbread, or you can make homemade cornbread. We just did the Jiffy because it was easy. But tip is, if you're doing 2 boxes, you always put an extra egg in your Jiffy corn muffin mix. It keeps it a little more moist. It doesn't dry out as much. And a little bit of sugar, just to give it a little sweetness. Not sweet, but just a little bit.
Some of that.
And then you would put your meat sauce in the bottom of the pan. You'd put cheddar cheese over top of that, and then you pour your cornbread on top and you bake it in the oven. comfort food. That was like one of my favorites growing up.
It's good. I like it.
So good. So good. We'll have to make that when it gets cold. Maybe on a good Sunday, football game Sunday. We'll have to make that. It would be a good, it's good cold day weather food.
Yeah, any casserole is good cold day food.
No, I mean, if you like casseroles.
Oh, yes. I love mashed potatoes and gravy. I love mashed potatoes and butter. I love mashed potatoes.
I'm not a potato fan.
I love potatoes.
I don't do potatoes.
I guess because I grew up literally.
I like potato chips.
I
like French fries.
I grew up a half a mile from a potato farm. And we would get a 50-pound bag of potatoes for just a couple dollars.
Okay.
So we had a lot of potatoes growing up.
You're not done.
Oh, Chrissy makes some amazing homemade macaroni and cheese.
Yeah. Yeah. I will agree to that. I kind of got the homemade macaroni and cheese down. Got that figured out. Yes. The key secret ingredient is a little bit of mustard powder. Just a little bit. A little mustard powder in there. Just a little bit. You don't want to go crazy. Just enough to kind of give a little hint of, what is that? It just adds such a yummy kick to it. So good. Okay. We could just tie it. We could do, let me get some raffia. I feel like this needs a little raffia in its life.
Yes, Sandy. Fried, mashed, baked, doesn't matter.
Why are we so on the food train today? We're like all about the food talk today. I think we're hungry. Subconsciously, I think we're like, we just like food, want all the food.
Yes.
It's all about like comfort and like nostalgic today.
Yeah.
Foods we grew up with, snacks we had growing up, riding our bikes around town.
Split pea and ham soup.
I do like split pea soup. I do, with a good ham bone. Yum. We don't have ham very often though. So
No.
We don't typically have ham bones. I am tearing my raffia into pretty skinny little strips for this. Really kind of shredding it.
Do we have videos of how to use the bow maker? Our bow makers. Isn't there? I think there's a QR code on the little tag that's in there.
Yeah, if you have it, you scan the QR code, it'll take you to the video. Ooh, does it? I think it takes you to the YouTube one. We'll have to double check that. Because Facebook, good old Facebook.
Yes, the TV dinners that came in the aluminum foil pans.
Yes, like the original TV dinners.
Sharon says, with the love of potatoes, how's that A1C doing? Actually, very good.
How's what?
A1C.
Oh.
Very good.
We really don't have potatoes very often.
We don't.
He loves potatoes, but we do not eat potatoes very often.
No.
I mean, we actually, 9 times out of 10, we end up throwing the bag of potatoes away.
Yes.
They end up going bad on us.
Yeah.
Because we will buy it for something or, for dinner one night, and then we will end up, sorry, I'm going out of the screen.
We'll have intentions of using the rest of them.
Yeah. And
intentions.
And next thing we know, we're like, what's that smell?
Smells like the potatoes are growing again.
Potatoes have like the worst, like it's the stinkiest, most foul smell when they go bad. Oh. Gross.
In the package, there's that
The little card. It's on the back side of the card. I don't know if I like the ribbon. I don't know. I gotta play with this a little bit, you guys. Let's start with our little raffia bow.
Actually, do we?
Maybe we just tie it around.
Just give me butter beans. Oh, I hope it's on the bow maker because I don't have the package anymore.
Oh, but if you go to our YouTube and search bow maker, I'm pretty sure it's up on YouTube. I will double check though, but if it's not up on YouTube, I'll get it
up
on YouTube today. But I'm pretty sure it is.
Jennifer, that just brought back a memory. She says, warm artichokes, stuff them with Italian breadcrumbs. Yum. This.
Never had that.
Huh?
Never had that.
Well, this girl I dated long before I met my bride, that was one of her favorite snacks, was she'd take an artichoke and she would just like pack it with breadcrumbs. And she would put it in her steamer and steam it. And then, and she would put butter on it. And then once it was cooked, you just peel off like the little things and kind of like, I guess, eat the meat out of the thing, the artichoke out of it. You don't eat the whole skin and everything, but
I've had artichoke dip, and I've had, no, I was thinking eggplant parmesan, not artichoke parmesan. I think I've only ever had artichoke in a dip. Okay, do I love this? Do I not love this? I'm not loving that.
Really?
I'm not loving the way the bow looks. I gotta do the bow differently. I can't tie it. Tying raffia bows is just, no. I gotta do it the other way and then just glue it on. Hold on. We'll make the bow.
yes, Sharon, the memory is of the food, not the X.
Yeah.
It is of the food.
Yes.
That was about the only thing she could cook very good.
Yes, she's an X for a reason.
Yeah. You know what, my son Jake and I were just having that conversation, Nancy, about sushi. If I was going to eat sushi, it'd have to be beer battered and deep fried.
But then it's not sushi. I sent Elena a video one time and I was like, look, I'm eating sushi. I'm having sushi. And yeah, it was chicken sushi. It wasn't even sushi. It was rolled like sushi, but it had chicken in it. Cooked chicken. Nothing raw in it. And
yeah, while we were in Mexico.
Mexico. Yeah, one of the other ladies ordered it. And they're like, here.
I suppose there's okay. At some point, I know I'm gonna have to try sushi because I'm all about trying new stuff.
Oh.
And I've always been so.
Try new things. You gotta try things.
Yeah.
Yes.
So.
I feel like there's just some things that you don't really have to try though. Okay,
Actually,
I'm kind of thinking that's cuter. Just a little, but we're not. We'll see.
Lynn, 3 of the 4 still live at home.
Well, one came back.
One came back, but
still,
yeah, 3 of the 4 are at the house.
I'm not gluing anything on yet. I just want to make sure I like it before I commit to gluing anything. Maybe this one will tie this at the bottom. I don't know. I'm playing with it, y'all.
Now, see, it's I'm not a crab kind of person. I'm not a crab person. I'm not fond of lobster or shrimp or shrimp. Yeah, not a. I'll eat it, but if I've got a choice and there's like something else on the menu.
I'm trying different things, y'all.
And then, well, Jake doesn't live at home anymore. We love Brussels sprouts. Actually, we should do some. That sounds good.
We need skinnier.
We love to roast.
Oh yes,
roasted Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts. Mm-hmm. Yes.
So, Adam and Kayla are very busy getting things packed out there.
Yes. Yes, they are. There's a lot to do.
There's a lot going on out there.
With VIP kits, craft night in a box, Christmas craft night in a box. We're already working on prepping that. Live event stuff. There's a lot. It's all hands on deck. Everybody's working on all the things.
Yep. Now see, it's not a fan of lobster, not a fan of shrimp. Scallops I'm not a fan of. But crawfish, like crawfish étouffée, I will tear some of that up.
I don't like that.
I love it.
Deanna has a different job. She's still very much around, though.
Oh yeah, she's still very much around.
Yep.
Jake doesn't leave. Jake lives about a half an hour from us.
Yeah,
45 minutes.
Yeah. We see him all the time. We'll probably see him tonight.
Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully we'll see him tonight.
Okay. So I'm thinking.
Ooh, roasted Brussels sprouts with dried cranberries.
Oh, that sounds good.
Might have to try that.
Oh, yes. I think I like that. A little bow layering happening here.
Layering. It's all about layers.
Layering the bows. Okay, I like that. All right, I'm going to commit, and I'm going to glue. So we're putting our little raffia bow. Oops. Oh, darn it. I just touched everything with my...
Oh, yes. I absolutely love clam chowder. If it's a good chowder.
Not me.
Can we take a little peek out in the other room?
Nope.
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 Not right now.
There is too much in the other room. Everywhere you go. Everywhere you go, you can see KCR Live and Craft Night in a Box and VIP.
Yeah, it's all everywhere.
Out there. Yes. Yeah, we can't do any behind the scenes lives. I have to be super careful if I take videos and photos out there right now.
Oh, Evelyn says the big one almost looks like the old-fashioned street light post.
Oh.
I think I can make for my little Christmas village.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Totally. Totally could. Okay.
That is cool.
So there's that one.
Lynn says they won't tell.
You won't tell. I believe you won't. I believe you can keep a secret, but I like to give surprises. I like surprises. All right, so with this one, how do I want to do this one? I feel like I need some raffia. I still need some raffia. So I'm gonna grab a couple more pieces of raffia. I don't know why I'm struggling with my choices and decisions on this one so much today though.
What?
I know, I'm like...
You don't know why you're struggling with a decision?
I don't know.
Have you met you yet?
I mean, I have. And I do have a hard time, but usually with crafting, I'm a little more decisive. All right.
Oh, no, I like the New England clam chowder, the cream. I'm not a fan of the Manhattan.
All right, this one I think we've got some raffia. I think I'm gonna put the little strip. I think I'm gonna throw a little black and white. That's a little thick though. I'm gonna tear another piece. Do I have more? Do I have more of that? I got blue buffalo check. Oh, here it is.
How about a hint of something? Will there be any new 3-inch rounds or interchangeable for this month's? Laura says, it's okay, Christy. You're going in 200 different directions.
I know, right? That's not the buffalo check. That's the same buffalo check. Oh gosh. I think, hints. I feel like any hints I give would give too much. I don't know, Tim, do we have any hints
For what?
for anything that we can get?
No. Nope. We have no hints for anything.
Oh, where is my, I know I have.
Manhattan clam chowder is a tomato-based chowder. The best way I can think of is like a minestrone with clams.
I knew I had more. Had to dig.
Is the way I think of it.
Tim organized my fabric for me.
Yes, and all your
I used to have all in one.
Stuff should have been in the same one.
It wasn't.
Oh.
It's okay. It's okay. We got it. We've got it. So throw a little buffalo check strip.
Kathy says, my sister always orders her dinner last because she can never decide.
That's usually me. Yep. Well, that used to be me, and now I just stick with the same thing.
Yeah, she orders the same thing.
Same thing every time.
Some kind of chicken salad or a Cobb salad.
Yeah. Yep. Unless we go to Club Capri, then I get brisket tacos.
Brisket tacos.
Anytime I get something else, I wish I got the brisket tacos. I'm like, oh, I should have got the brisket tacos.
I have never heard of Rhode Island clam chowder.
Or not Club Capri. Cabana Blue. Sorry.
Yes, Cabana Blue.
Okay. Doing my little bow. I'm doing it all together with this one. I don't know if I'll be happy or regret that. I may change my mind and wish I did it differently, but and I may take it apart and redo it, you know?
You probably will.
It's quite possible.
So just go ahead and take it apart now.
He knows me so well. All right. I'm gonna tie this. And like I said, you could do this with do it super neutral for every day. You could do different seasons. I mean, I suppose you always could change your scrapbook paper. Just sand it off. Put new scrapbook paper on and add new bows. What is brisket? Sliced roast beef?
No. No.
It's definitely not roast beef. It's so much better than roast beef.
Not the roast beef.
So much better.
Yes.
It's like a different cut of meat, isn't it?
Yes, it's like the chest part of a
It's beef, right?
cow.
Cow, beef.
And it used to be just they would cut it up for stew meat because it's just so tough, and it's got to be cooked low and slow. And we figured it was figured out how to cook it on a smoker and make it taste really, really yummy. So, and it's a very juicy piece of meat, and
now it's expensive.
Yeah, it used to be a throwaway cut.
Brisket is like a treat now.
Yeah.
And only when it's on sale.
Yeah, it's almost.
Usually when it's on sale, it's like when you find a really good deal, you'll buy like a couple of them and throw them in your freezer, so you have them. Yeah. You got to get them when they're on sale. Otherwise, whew. There's been a couple times where it's like, oh, let's do a brisket this weekend, and we go to the store and it's like, yep, nope.
Yep, nope.
Nope. Plan B, brisket's not happening because that's ridiculous. Okay, I'm trimming it up. Okay, I might redo my other bow, y'all, because I like this bow so much better. I don't know. What was that?
Jesus, crying out loud.
Sorry. It was. There was a glue web stuck to my hand, and it made this thing move around, and I thought it was a spider.
You're like, killing me, Smalls.
There was like a glue web stretched from my hand to the glue gun, and it like stuck to that little piece of fabric, and I saw it like moving. And sorry. How do you think I feel? I'm the one that like had the heart attack. Okay, y'all, I like that bow so much better. But it actually is kind of cute having them different. Hold on, let me just zhuzh this one up a little bit.
Zhuzh
it up a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, they're all saying you scared the hell out of them too.
I'm sorry, guys. Whew, at least we're all in the same boat together. At least we're all scared together. We all just lost the same amount of time off of our lives together. Okay. Okay, I think I'm okay with that. I think.
Smalls, you're killing me.
Sorry. I gotta look at it. I gotta look at it, y'all, and decide. I just like the other one so much better. Okay. Don't disown me. Okay? Don't unfollow me. Redo. Bow redo. Bow redo. We're still gonna use the same color. We're just gonna, I like it all like made together instead of layering it. Sometimes layered bows are cute. There goes my scissors. See, I don't even jump when I drop my scissors on my toes. those spiders get me every time. Okay. So we got our little strip of fabric.
Yeah, they all thought you cut yourself.
Nope. Nope. Just that spider got me.
Spider.
That spider got me. That non-spider got me.
That non-spider spider.
Here's another piece of raffia here. Fresh.
Yeah, exactly, Bernita. What the ham sandwich?
Sorry. That's what Tim lives with, though. Like,
Yes.
he doesn't even flinch when I scream like that. Like, it does.
Well, when you're right in my ear, I do.
Well, yeah, but he doesn't like come running. He's not like, what happened? What's wrong? Like, he knows.
Yeah, no.
He knows. It's yeah. Even my dad, they were over a week or two ago. And
You moved the
when I walked out into the I walked outside. My dad called. I was on the phone with my dad. And he was looking for his chairs. His chairs are missing. He can't find his like camping chairs that they take. He's trying to figure out where they are, and I was like, well, you guys were here for Jake's birthday. Maybe they're on the back deck. Let me go check, because he looked all over his place and they're not there. He's called around everybody. Can't find them.
Oh no, the best one was the stinking ant.
Oh, well, yeah, that was both happened in the last week. I'll tell you that story too. So just for layering purposes, I feel like I should have 2 strips of this fabric instead of just 1 though, just to fill it a little bit. That's what I'm gonna do. So I walk out to the deck to look for my dad's chairs for him. And we have that screened in, covered canopy thing on our back deck.
Oh, Lynn, you're not going nowhere.
I walk out of into the screened in deck, and y'all, the first thing was I walked through a web, okay? And it was like thick and stringy, and I like felt it, and it was like all over me, and then I felt something hit me in the head. And I thought, I was like, it was a spider. Like I walked through a spider web, the web smacked, this big old honking tarantula smacked me in the head, and I'm on the phone with my dad. And I just screeched. It was like what just happened times 10. Because I was like, oh no, that was definitely a spider. And now the spider's on my head. And now it's in my hair. And now I'm like smacking my head, trying to get the spider out of my hair. And I'm like yelling for Tim because I'm like freaking out because I'm literally covered in, there was like strings of spider web all over me. Tim barely even flinched and moved. My dad's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, you know, it took me a minute to get back to my dad because I was trying to get all the webs off of me and trying to explain to Tim what happened and trying to get Tim to come help me.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Tim was in the kitchen and cooking dinner, and he was just continued what he was doing. I'm like legit. And then he did bring me some two squares of paper towel.
Yep.
You know, the half squares. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be more than 2 squares of paper towel. And he brings me the paper towel, and yeah.
Melissa, we are still live.
We are still live. I'm taking forever to do my bows. I'm trying to find the ends.
You are.
My tail ends of my bow. There we go. I redid my bow. That's why it's taking me so long. If you don't like your bow, just redo it, okay? Even I don't like my bows sometimes. Sometimes I have to redo them. I may not like this one either. Who knows? We shall see. Let me fluff it up a little bit. Every bow needs some fluffing. So yeah, and my dad, he was laughing. He thought it was hysterical. He's like, oh, I knew it had to either be a spider or a snake. I'm like, thanks, Dad. Thanks, Dad. And he can say that because my dad at reunion one year threw a stick in my lap and yelled snake. And I screamed just like that.
Yeah.
Around the campfire. Yeah. My dad's a jokester. But yeah, 2 days ago, I was getting ready for the day. And I holler for Tim. I'm upstairs in our bathroom.
Yeah, she's hollering bloody murder.
I wasn't.
I thought something was way wrong.
It wasn't urgent. It was just very, it wasn't screaming. It was just urgent. I was calm but urgent. And I'm like, Tim! And he's like, what? I'm like, I need you now. And so he comes up, and there was a spider I saw run across the counter, and then it like went underneath my curling irons, like sitting right here, and you could see underneath the edge of the handle, and you could see the spider went and hid under there. Thank goodness I saw it and didn't reach down to pick up my curling iron, because had I picked that up and that spider was there, or it like was on my, heaven forbid, could you imagine looking in the mirror and seeing a spider on your curling iron? That curling iron would have probably shattered the mirror. It would not have ended well. And so he comes up, and I'm like, I think I said something like, don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. But there's a spider. And he's like, where? I'm like, it's under the handle of my curling iron. And he picks up my curling iron, and it's not there. I'm like, oh, great. That's worst fear unleashed, is now you don't know where it is. And it's in our master bedroom, right next to our bedroom where our bed is, where we sleep. And now there's a loose spider running in the bedroom, near the bedroom. But it'll make its way into the bedroom, into my bed at night. You know how that goes. So we've got to find this thing.
Y'all, this is what I live with.
And I'm like, it's on the cord, it's on the cord. And he's like, where? I'm like, it's right there. Where? I'm like, it's right there, it's on the cord, the big black thing. And he's like, he didn't see it. And then finally he sees it, and he's like, oh, and I realized, I got a good look at it. And I'm like, oh, it's an ant.
Yeah.
Oh, it's an ant.
It's an ant.
I'm not as afraid of ants. But you're here, you still might as well take care of it for me, please. So he took care of it for me.
Anne says, I do the same thing when startled. My sneezes and screams are so loud, the next door neighbor sends me a text. Are you okay? And bless you.
Oh my goodness, that's so funny. Tim has some powerful sneezes.
Yes.
Powerful sneezes. Okay, I like that better. I like that much better. We're gonna commit and glue it. I mean, I thought I committed once and glued, but we're gonna double commit. We're gonna glue it on. A couple little trims. Much happier with this bow. See, I could have just kept going, and I could have just, yeah, whatever. It is what it is. But I wouldn't have been as happy with it, and it would have bugged me. So I fixed it, so now I'm happy with it, and it's not going to bug me. Okay. There we go.
Nope, that's not on.
Oh, it's not on. Overhead is not on. All right, guys. Give it a second to focus. Aren't those super cute? Just a little embellishments. Now, if you don't like the pumpkins on it, you could always just leave it with the scrapbook paper side with the bow. But I think they're super cute. They're super fun. Very fall. Almost has a Halloween-y feel. You could do little jack-o'-lantern pumpkins. Go to the scrapbook. Go to your stash. Find what you have. Play with it. Go to the scrapbook paper section at the store, find some scrapbook paper with little things that you can cut out and put on there for little embellishments. It's just a little subtle touch, but I think it just adds a little bit of a fun little cuteness. So super fun, super easy, all things I already had in the craft room. Those are some of the best creations, is we can just go digging for what you have and make it work. So hopefully you guys were inspired today. Hopefully you enjoyed today. Hopefully you enjoyed going down memory lane with us on all the fun things we chatted about. Definitely keep all the kids returning to school in your prayers because they need it.
Yes.
Especially those that are affected by whatever that tragedy is that's going on out of school today. In what state was that?
I don't
remember what state it was. If you don't know what we're talking about, I'm sure you could Google and look at the news. But we'll definitely be keeping all of them in our prayers. And all the kids returning to school. So we love you guys. Thanks for hanging out.